rest of the reinforcements are here. See you later, Infernum Online. A quadra kill, and surely they give it ZDZ, man. Come on.
ZDZ wants to know he's been doing work too, not giving it over to Betty. And overall, from AL, we've been highlighting Betty's damage, but Xiaohao and Sword Art being the ones to set up a lot of these engages, Xiaohao especially being the first one in, but then Sword Art finding the multi-man knockups, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, with friends like these, who needs enemies, Lyric? That's all I'm saying. Betty with the quadra kill should have had the penta. But at the end of the day, it's a double kill score, 24-12. As anyone's legend, I would say looking comfortably the better team.
Yeah, it just, FPX never able to get things going, and then once they felt a little bit of pressure, it seemed like they never really knew how to sort of get in a position where they can try and find what they wanted. To be the back off of Xiao, ulting you, following up, and then going with that quickness to get on top of LWX Care, especially at this point in time. So Xiaohao and Sword Art, the ones to look out for.
TP comes in, and CDC just annihilates.
Oh, it was actually PinZ.
Oh, what?
They went for TPs in different places. PinZ TP did mid. That was such a questionable TP. And now ZDZ TPing in for nothing. They're not going to be able to go back to answering waves. I mean, yeah, that does give a first strike over.
I feel like that as a TP, if you're a top laner, I can vaguely understand the logic. It's still a bad TP, but as an Ahri, like,
yeah, that one
what were you expecting your team to do there? Like, they would need some next level heroics to keep you alive.
PinZ still a very new player. We will give him the criticism, but also the, hey, we get it. You're new. These mistakes are going to come through FPX now, though. Trying to angle for something bot, but they open up Air.
Yeah, this could be dangerous, honestly. Going for a dive on this one. Hacker just locked down and take it down. Rocket comes through, but it's not enough. As Care trying to get onto the tower here. Perhaps a little too greedy on this one. Buffers his jump so he doesn't get knocked up here. Knocks back Xiaohao as well to deny the CC. They're still going the all-out onto Xiaohao. Sword Art tries to save his jungler. PinZ back into the fray, but it's a kill for Fearless in the meantime. LWX moving over as well. AL, they've got to get out of dodge. A great charm on Fearless, but the heal comes through. ZDZ will fall and Care walks away as well. FPX getting away with murder.
I feel like FPX have no right to win that skirmish. Key difference makers being just how much time it took, so Chocho and LWX are both able to arrive. Bentley was still in base, so he just manages to walk back to mid. We're going to go all the way back, though. I mean, do we really not know why AL lost this fight? Do we really not understand?
One kill. Can they find more? Care, next target, flashes over, puts his support, and will be saved. Hacker, though, left at the back of the fight and taken down. Double kill. Comes out for PinZ as Fearless tries to escape. Chocho saving his mid laner. 3 strong for FPX, Dragon on the map.
Xiaohao smiting way too early, still coming out with 2 kills. If they can deny a Dragon and get the Dragons for themselves, then there is still hope of AL playing for that soul, playing for things like Elder. But for now, being wary, FPX using the Baron to keep up pressure in mid lane, trying to make it so AL can't just go and take it for free. They're going to manage to sneak in and just cheekily take away this red buff.
Yeah, so they'll get something.
Go to this, give it a
Obviously,
rating out of 10.
Like, let's be real here. Care knocked back, knocked up. Jojo saves the day, but Hacker down. Care low on HP as Gale Force comes in. LWX taken out by the needlework. And AL, they make their last seconds count, Lyric. They ace FPX.
They made FPX their last meal. That came out of nowhere. I thought, we even saw PinZ being the first one to start getting chunked out when that skirmish happened. They're going to start barreling down through mid. I don't think they have anywhere near enough time to end. 20 seconds, less than, on members like Hacker, on members like Chocho, on LWX. But looks like they're still going to go for it. At the very least, going to be able to guarantee this inhibitor.
Yeah, Inhib definitely going to be taken here, and they will back away. Okay, I think smart decision there, but what a play from AL.
5K gold, now brought in touching distance of 2K. And hell, they're the team sitting on Soul.
Yeah.
So, so much burned by both sides going into that next Dragon fight. A lot of their ults and key cooldowns should be able, things like flashes, things like ghosts, to keep an eye on, but here it is. Engage coming through again. PinZ's one who initially gets kind of chunked but it's that lockdown on the and then the Elise. I'm not quite sure how Hacker put himself in that position being locked down, but Sword Art doing so much to lock down LWX. And then kind of seeing this fight after the fact, it's a lot of members of FPX kind of getting picked and chunked one by one. Yeah. Hacker being a bit too far forward. Then Kara gets devoured, but it leaves LWX open to get chunked down. Then Kara comes out of the Tom Kench.
It goes back to that we had early on today. We're looking for coordination from both of these teams. That was a coordinated fight from AL. You can't say the same for FPX. I do just want to quickly talk about because ZDZ has just finished his third item off the back of that fight. Like, we're getting to the late game stage where Gwen really is a teamfight terror.
Able to deny a lot of what's coming through from FPX with the damage. But again, Dragon Fight, 45 seconds, no flash will be available for LWX, but at least he is the Tom Kench. On the opposite side, you don't have that.
He's on the way. Big damage onto finish here as Xiaohao's gone too deep.
Sword
Sword Art behind enemy lines with the quiz. Looking to set up the pick on Care. It's massive from Sword Art. Pinzy trying to finish the job as well. Double kill. Another knock-up's Fearless and Hacker sent packing. Jojo alone and Xiaohao will happily finish that kill. AL, look, that's TPing mid.
They're just going for the end. They're just going to look to win the game right here. Look at Betty chasing them down in the bot lane, denying the recalls, and this should be it. We said there was no way FPX should be able to throw much. We said it wasn't going to be a curse, but it was.
In 3 minutes, they've gone from 5k down with a Baroned up team pushing them in the base to hitting Nexus towers. ZDZ with another. Betty onto the Nexus here as Fearless desperately tries to defend, but there's nothing he can do. Betty won his kill, and AL look fantastic in this series. He's on a way to take a win.
I gotta be honest, I came into today thinking, I'm not going to be invested in this. There's no stakes in this matchup. Both these teams are out. These are our two bottom teams. You can get invested in. Surprising, pretty solid series. 2 games. Again, no one tried to curse that last game. I throw that one out there. But yeah, that comeback from AL, superb. This team. Again, we just need to see it when it matters. We need to see it when the games count. And sure, you can look at it and say, you know, even coming in, maybe you could have said AL was a better team than FPX. Like, they're sitting literally the bottom 2. We haven't seen them play yet. We didn't know who was the better squad, but looking comfortably better game 1, especially. But game 2, I'll always say it. I think there is some stock you can put in comeback wins / like throws from other teams, because that's like a very hard skill.
Cream has got into a really odd spot. He's in a 1v3 hit, trying to escape, shuriken over the wall. Should get him safety, but the whole gang follows him. Cream in big trouble. Flash forward for the stun. Blast cone, he can't get there. And a questionable TP. Could it open up a Baron?
No Sari, so it doesn't look like it will. So they do sell the Jax if they wanted to hope for it and maybe get him back in time, but my God, that fight was so close. Seeing both 80 carries get dove on. Absolutely wild. And I love that we're going to go straight to the replay because there was nothing up on the map for either of those teams to capitalize. We see here, Hook comes out onto Mako, but JJ really being the first hero to spot this opportunity. Abel runs forward.
Starts firing Cream immediately onto the backline. Leave escapes. It means Mako separated from PP. Got fallen. Abel's fallen. It's an easy fight for EDG. It doesn't even look close as OMG torn asunder. Where has this come from? It was such a close game.
And it was all off that one dash by Leaf. Kali jumps on him. He dashes over the wall, chasing the Lulu. And you see there, I mean, JJ, Fofo, Leaf, all putting free onto the members of OMG. Ala now getting pretty strong himself. Level 16, 2 items. You have Baron in pocket. You're on Soul Point. You're up in gold. And they're definitely going to be able to start pushing down and breaking open the base.
And this is just immaculate from EDG. Like, these team fights, these last couple have been so good from the squad. They're setting up Leaf to be the primary carry. And, you know, we had questions on, would this composition have enough damage early on, right? We were talking about how OMG were punishing the weak early game from EDG, but when you're mid-game, unbelievable team fighting from EDG. They make it look easy as they take out OMG.
EDG still in control of their own Destiny wanting to aim to finish the regular season in first place. They fell behind early, but that mid-game, that team fighting was honestly just immaculate. And it goes back to the point, again, we've hit so many times about expectations of EDG coming in the split, not necessarily being number one. Because, again, other teams have players that have been considered the best in the world, you know, in various points in recent years. But still look at EDG's roster, and they have all players who've been considered top 3, top 4 in their role at various times, right? I mean, hell, people like JJ have
to catch up here. One more Q! And out drinking Shanji's blood in the face.
He brings that lad and he runs him down. We were just highlighting him in the journey he's been on, highlighting it here in this game. This guy, an absolute monster. Not even needing the TP. He's going to find edges. He's going to win out the 1v1 in that lane.
Able to PP God, waiting in the brush. Okay, not going to commit to this one.
Oh, wait, much.
Still there. The player's available. Aki's around. But Leaf just dives over the wall and he's followed. Aki can climb over walls too. Leaf still low on HP. Mako force a flash now. There's a flash from Aki. A Q would finish the job. Not only getting an objective, but now looking for more as they all flash in. And JJ will fall. A bonus kill for Cream off the back of it. 4-0.
OMG, they find him into the pit, and they're able to get the Drakes. That's for EDG. JJ really getting outplayed by Aki in this game so far. And EDG as a whole getting outplayed in some of these team fights. 4-0-0 on the sides for Cream. Rod of Age is already stacked in Aki, wanting to enable him even more. Has the ult available.
Oh, Popo, you are doomed. Look at that. Just eradicated. 3 plays taken in the mid lane. They might turn it into a 4th, and there's one taken in the bottom side as well. Okay,
they need to drop Herald like now. It is about the timeout. You can already see JJ making his way up towards that top side, so I guess it's going to go over to Ala. But hopefully they're able to find something off this, because we're going to go into the replay here. They have so many tools available to look for this fight. And at first, Hook stop Popo from getting anything. Moonlight Vigil thrown on the back line. It's very hard for him to walk forward. And then the smite able to come out for Aki. But here it is, play on top.
Shanji with the ultimate, but Ala just charged on under. I nearly called him Flandre as he gets another solo kill. Or in fact, it's Shanji with the solo kill this time. And the Herald just in time dropped down.
Shanji with the stun at the right time to make sure he at least gets one. But at least EDG finds value from the Rift Herald, because I was scared that they might not even get that one placed down at all.
Yeah.
But 4,000 gold lead for OMG, 2 Drakes up. The fact that the side that you're not even playing around, the enemy are investing resource into, are still
pulling very early. That costs a lot of HP, and immediately we'll just get chain CC'd. The rocket belt there to finish the job from Shanji.
I think a lot of happy people out there, Munch, because I know OMG, they're like the LPL connoisseurs team.
Yeah,
if you're someone who watches
definitely.
LPL and you have a favorite team, I know OMG is on that list. They had, again, a great early game in Game 1. We're able to take it to EDG. This game, they not only have a great early game, but they are trending it so well. They're on the map. Like, I was just about to ask for player gold. We get it. Literally all ahead. Leave. Actually pretty close to Able, only 200 behind. But Cream, so far ahead. Cream's almost 3K gold up on Fofo. Earlier in the game, considering that Ala did tonight. And now maybe going to finally start giving to him. No flash there, but DB got here.
Yeah, Shanji has the ultimate available. It's scary, and the blood of God. Ala just removed from the equation. In the meantime, is taken out as Abel flies over the wall alongside Aki. It's all going from bad to worse for EDG. 3 people dead across the map. Feels like everywhere you look, they're falling apart.
And you know when the Observer's having to pan to different fights on the map, it will be OMG favored. Herald dropping up to tier 2 down. Dragons up, it would put OMG on soul point. It's an Infernal Drake, so they're going to be enjoying those stats. And Munch, it's 17 minutes into the game. It's about it's a 9K gold lead. This can't even be cursed. It is literally just a matter of when for EDG.
This is to the point where if OMG wouldn't even need his ultimate, just 2 shots of anyway. There's another kill for Cream on the top side. This is just monstrous from OMG.
Aki having a great game. PP got something we talked about extensively in game one, the new member come for OMG. Really being a standout, making all the difference in the experience that he's been able to work. Hell, he was even hyped up back in the LPL when he was under plus organization for what he's able to do. So it's great to see PP God able to keep that up. He's a part of the greatest League of Legends roster of all time, which is 2020 Summer V5. They got absolutely swindled out of Worlds, which is tragic. But you know what? We're going to see here. Engage comes through.
And a dragon take for OMG. Assault for OMG.
Infernal Soul gonna be online. These guys are Barons there if they want to take that. Transition it into some pushing power. Start breaking open the base. And then you'll have a very easy time being able to finish this one off.
Fantastic stuff from OMG and EDG. I mean, you can't criticize them for taking the fight. It's got to the point in the game where you really do just need to find some kind of miracle.
Gonna see here. I mean, they go in, they try to actually lock Aki down, but not able to do so. Just pretty much set up for the engage to be able to come out. Cream getting forced out early on, and easier trying
the same as Ingo Shanji and slices them apart. That's a double kill as PP God tries for the flash hook. It's slightly wide of the mark, but it won't matter. The Supers starting to stream in towards the base now as the third inhib will fall, and OMG in 26 minutes will take down your first place team EDG. They'll push us to 3 games, and they will show everyone that this is a team that are looking terrifying when it comes to playoffs.
Looking great, both early games on point. This time around, able to transition the lead 22-5. They're just 22-5. EDG,
yeah.
First place team in the league. Made it look like child's play. Great. I mean, it's even harder to just highlight one member. It really was like a team effort. So many good ones from PP God. Cream played well. Aki's engages, like across the board. Also, Ashin did confirm it was OP Healy item that did keep Vi alive. Which
Radiant
is,
Vitch.
yeah, there we go. You know, that was the sauce. But every team, even team fights like that, which were on a nice edge, still able to make it out, still able to find the kills. And you asked for 3 games. 3 games have been delivered.
Getting aggressive. And here we go. Twisted advance with the flash, the Bramble Smash back into the play and executed. Shanji taking the first kill of the game. And OMG, just a perfectly played set piece there.
Yeah, 3 camps into top gank, something that, you know, not reinventing the wheel, but you don't need to reinvent the wheel when it works. I'm surprised Ala didn't snuff more out that was potential when Shanji was so low, sitting in front of him. Yeah, I just feel like you could have maybe read into that. That could have been a bait, but not going to happen. TP and Flash having to come out from him so early on. JJ will respond by counter jungling on the opposite side, so at least EDG finds something, even if not that big in the end.
Be devastating if he could make things happen. It's going to be a 50-50, but JJ takes it, and now the fight ensues. Cream in the pit, trying to get onto the AD carry, but he just can't. It's Bobo with a kill, and Shanji just doesn't have the impact he needs. Abel pushed away. Cream has to try and retreat, but knocked up. Leave can't quite finish the job as PP God chased down and finished off. JJ with a bonk on the head will look for more. Spinning around for the triple and Cream to fall. EDG flipped the game on its head.
EDG just doing so well in these 5v5s. They know what they need to do. They showed us in game 1. Great job marking the Akali. Great job, like, prioritizing the right targets where they're using these abilities, and now Waves pushed in mid, taking away enemy jungle camps on bot, really trying to choke out OMG. And look here, Cream trying to force a flank, gets spotted out, but the key thing to me is like Aki needed to go in because he gets engaged on. Abel separated from the team with the Scion, and the Renekton Sanji just so slow to join in. Aki is already dead, and Cream, the gravity field was placed down so he can't get in the fight. Things like the Chaos Storm are ticking as well, so Cream's damage here was ridiculous.
An AD carry to see the assassination go the other way.
OMG going to try and respond in the mid lane, but they have to be careful. We can see threat coming down from top side. The Scion already in, but Ala immediately regretting that choice.
Yeah, I think he was maybe trying to ult to escape or block. I'm not quite sure. It wasn't quite on the screen.
I think he was setting up like the pincer, but realizing that he was like 2 ahead on the play for the other members to be able to get there. Because they were on their way. They were 3 members strong.
Yeah, they were gunning it. They were gunning it. But in the meantime, leave red and white against the tower. It's turns out that's the tower's super secret weakness. This is 5,000 gold lead now. Where did this gold come from? Like
2 big team
a
fights.
minute ago, we were 2K.